It's a really good competition. It's been very good for us so far in my short time here. I came into it as a very inexperienced manager in the Champions League, but we've done well, and now we'll get the ultimate test in Bayern Munich. I think that the pressure's equally balanced because we want to win the game as much as Bayern Munich do. We go into the game knowing that on our day we're as good a side as any. We have to show it more often than we've done, but I've got great belief in the players. I've said that from day one, and it hasn't changed. And I get the feeling they all want to play, the players all want to play. Even I can tell by their training, their attitude, that they're saying, look, this is a big game, and they all want to play in the big games. That's what I think over the years the players here have wanted to do.
So obviously the players are different off both sides, but the tradition and the clubs are still the same. Two huge clubs, two great histories, and two football teams that play football the correct way. And when Bayern play Man United, it's always a great spectacle, whether it be in the Champions League final or whether it be like tomorrow in the quarter-finals. Two massive clubs.
Well, we have defensive issues, undoubtedly. I won't be giving out my team today, certainly not to Bayern, and certainly not to you either. But we will, as everybody's well aware, have to make one or two changes.
Obviously Bayern are a fantastic team. They're the holders, and obviously Pep Guardiola's took over and added a few new players, and they're obviously a very strong team. And like you say, probably favourites in most people's eyes. But you know, where Manchester United is at Old Trafford, and we've seen so many great nights in Europe especially. So yeah, I mean, as players we don't see ourselves as underdogs, we see ourselves as Man United playing at home in the Champions League, and we can't wait. And these are the games that you want to be involved in as a player. And yeah, we'll go out there and try and win the game. It's going to be tough, but usually is in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. But now we're confident, looking forward to it.
Well, Bayern were a very good side last year, won the Champions League, and had a good team. And they've looked to try and add to that again this season. New manager, and they've continued. We congratulate them on winning the Bundesliga, and they're probably the side where most people have looked to recently. But we've got to go into the game knowing that we have to try and come here, get a good result from the first leg if we can, to take it to Germany, and we'll try and do that. I think it's an obvious thing to say, but it's a two-legged game, and we have to make sure that the two legs are important, both games. So we have to be mindful that we want to get to Germany with every opportunity again through. So I think in the first leg, there's always a little bit of cautiousness. I think in the end we'd love to go to Germany with a victory under our belt. If we can do that, then it'll set us up nicely for a result. I really look forward to coming up against him. It's the first time I've done so, but I've got no doubt I'll be doing it plenty of times in the future. And he's done incredibly well the jobs he's been in. He's had a year to get himself ready for the Bayern job as well, which I think has helped him. And as we said earlier, he's taken off for a really good side, a side which were already the European champions. But his record up to now has been very, very good. Something which we seriously consider, because Sinji's a really important player to us. We like him a lot. Gives us something different, and he's certainly in our thoughts for tomorrow night's game. No, we trust the referees to make the right decisions. I think I've mentioned it many times. I think diving is one of the hardest things for referees to get right. I would have retrospective diving cameras, I should say, to pick that out. I think it would help the referees. That's my own personal view. I wouldn't want to comment on any individual player. I think it's a hard job for the referees, but I think they could do with a little bit of help when it comes to that. Well, I don't know where you have your information from, but I think Bayern Munich have lots of good players, not just Toni Kroos. I think they have several good players, and I would never talk about any one individual player at another club in any other way than them being at Bayern, and Toni Kroos is a Bayern Munich player. Well, we want to make sure we play well. We want to keep improving. We've had little signs recently that we've had some good results. We need to try and build on that. But undoubtedly, we've said many times already that we're playing against a good side. But it's the sort of nights that, in past history, United have risen to. and we hope that we'll do that tomorrow night. We'll need to play very well, but the way I've seen the players, were set out to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, of course it's possible. You know, obviously you need to play well, you need that little bit of luck, which probably last year we didn't have. You know, in the game against Real Madrid, we were probably in control of the game until Nani got sent off. We just didn't have that little bit of luck, and even City against Arsenal against Bayern in the last game, sending off when they were in the game, they didn't have that little bit of luck. So of course, the times that we've won the Champions League, you need to play well, but you also need that little bit of luck, and we'll be hoping for that. Whereas being criticised, you know, as a Man United player, it comes with the territory. You get criticised, you lose a game, you get criticised. It's something that you've got to come to terms with, and not prove people wrong, but just go out and try and do your best, and that's what the lads will be trying to do tomorrow, and if we do that, then we'll have a great chance. Well, they're the holders, and they've obviously had a fantastic season, so we know that we're up against a team that's got great individuals and a great team, so yeah, we know it's going to be a tough task. Whether using 99, I don't think we'll probably do that. Some of the lads probably don't even remember 99, so no, I mean we know that it's going to be tough, but it's an exciting one. It's, you know, like I say, it's at Old Trafford, it's Champions League and against a very good team, and as a player you want to test yourself against the best, and we'll certainly be doing that tomorrow. No, the relationship's good. I mean, yeah, of course, as a player you want to play all the time. I mean, I know that I've got experience over the last 5 or 6 years. I know I'm not going to play every game. I've probably played every 2 or 3 weeks to probably get the best out of me. Yeah, the last time I played was probably the first time in 6 or 7 weeks, but we've got a lot of players to choose from, and like you said, you've seen from the performance against Olympiacos, I'm always ready to play, and that's what you've got to do. You're not sulk because you're not playing, you've got to be ready to play for the team, and that's what I was. And the players tomorrow, if they're not playing, they've got to be ready to come out and perform. But no, there's obviously no problem with the manager. I know there's a lot of stuff that's been said.
I'm doing his yoga classes now. See, that helps me.
But there's not been a problem. I don't know where that come from. Don't know. I'll tell you after tomorrow, maybe. No, I don't know. I mean, just trying to enjoy this season really, and then at the end of the season I'll take stock and see what I want to do. But no, I'm enjoying my football as much as ever. I feel fit. But yeah, I'll make that decision at the end of the season.